Hello, welcome. My name is Jenny. Thank you so much for joining me for today. I went camping this past weekend, so I wanted to take a moment to actually discuss with you a little bit about the different oils that I used, how I used them, and how they actually helped me throughout this trip. So to start off with, on the drive to the site, we went to the Pinery this weekend. It's about a 2.5 to 3 hour drive from where I live. We decided to use a car diffuser. So I recently invested in this. This was the first time I've ever used the car diffuser. As you can see, it easily plugs into your power outlet. You just fill the little bottom up with water, and in the center here, which can be removed and replaced, is a little wick. So you just add your essential oils to that, screw the water in, and then you plug it in and it starts to mist. So we had this going for our drive. What I found for myself is, so personally, whenever I'm going somewhere new or I'm driving on highway series that I'm not totally familiar with, I do get a little uncomfortable in the way that there's an anxiety, like a heightened awareness of paying attention to what's going on, where I'm going, and things along those lines. That heightened awareness creates tension in my hands. I find that I'm gripping the steering wheel, and over time, my hands actually get really sore. What I found while I was driving was I was able to maintain a calm, even on those 400 series, which I hate, even though I didn't know where I was going, I was definitely really calm, and I noticed that my hands were not sore at all. I wasn't gripping the steering wheel. It was a very calm, relaxed drive. It was absolutely incredible. Even on our way home, Eric was mentioning when we got this going again, he was just like, oh, everything feels so great. I love this drive. I'm super calm. And then I pointed to the car diffuser and he was like, oh yeah. So what I can say is, again, although I have no scent to smell, Eric said the blend was lovely. You can see that although I have no scent to smell, I'm still able to get the benefits of an essential oil. Even though I am not aware of smelling it, I'm still actually inhaling it and it's still doing the work within the body. So that was my first experience with the car diffuser, and I definitely loved it for that long road trip. But I would suggest this for anybody that's sitting in traffic. It gets really stressful sitting in traffic and dealing with that kind of stuff. So get yourself a car diffuser just to help to maintain your mood. I got this from my dad recently because he's been getting stuck in traffic where he's working these days, and he notices it's making a big difference. So he makes sure he keeps his water full. It's really cute, but it definitely works, and I really do recommend that you use this. Now, once we got to the site, I was actually surprised. I brought myself a blend. I used our Terra Shield, which is our bug repellent. Lots of different great benefits with this one. What I did was I added it to a glass spray bottle with pure water and witch hazel. When we got there, we realized that they actually didn't have any bugs. It could be because it was a very dry season this year, but there were no mosquitoes. But what I did do is I sprayed our tent, and the areas where we were hanging out. What I found, if you do go camping in the morning when you wake up, there tends to be tons of bugs all over the outside of your tent, in between the fly and the tent. And I sprayed this, and I definitely noticed that we didn't have any disgusting bugs when we woke up in the morning. We did have a little experience with some ants, but we found out it was because we actually decided to put our camping tent on top of an ant home. So once we moved that, all was well. So that was great for bugs. Again, I can't totally say that it helped with mosquitoes, except for the fact in previous usages it definitely helped me with that. So for future, if I go camping and there's bugs, I'm still going to bring it. I'm sure it works really well. Now, in regards to oils that I used throughout the first day we were there, we used the Breathe. This one is a roll-on, like a vapor stick, and we just rub it right under our nose and on our chest. We love to use that when we go to sleep, especially when you've been inhaling campfire. I'm sure when you wake up you have a little bit of stuff to blow your nose and it's a little bit black. So we definitely experienced that still, but it wasn't to the degree, and I guess being able to let that come out easier was also beneficial. Now, that was it for what I used the first night, and what I noticed was, normally for me, I'm diffusing essential oils at night to help me with sleep. I'm using ones for my digestion and things along those lines, just to support my body's natural healing systems and things along those lines. But what I wasn't doing was using my oils. I kind of got a little bit lazy. I was just enjoying being out in nature. My first night I had a horrible sleep. I hardly slept at all. I tossed and turned the whole night. And by the end, or after dinner on the second day, I actually was feeling a little bit upset in the tummy. I had some cramping going on. So I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to go back and I'm going to use my Digest-N. So I did. I got back to my tent. I jumped in. I rubbed some Digest-N on my belly. I even added a little bit of cardamom just for an extra bit of kick. Both these are great for supporting the digestive system. There's a little bit of peppermint even in the Digest-N, and I tell you, it's instant relief. That's the second time where I've actually had stomach discomfort, where I applied the Digest-N immediately onto this tummy and had that immediate effect. Because I was experiencing that, I did decide to then use my regular oils, such as my On Guard, my DDR Prime, the zendocrine, so this guy is our detox blend, supports the liver and all those different types of organs, and the smart and sassy just to help with the balancing blood sugar and things along those lines. So I definitely use those oils again. I made sure to use my supplements as well. We brought our supplements and didn't have them the first night, so I definitely noticed a difference. There was a lot of walking around. We'd never been to this place before. Our site was really far away from the water as well as even just the washroom. So we were walking all over the place. My feet and my legs got really sore. So I actually ended up using some wintergreen. And then on my feet, I added our white fir and the cypress just to help with the ball of my foot, which was really uncomfortable. This helped immediately, and I felt great afterwards. My feet still feel great today. And I tell you, we did so much walking, I wasn't expecting it to get better. My husband, he loves to set up fires. He likes to tend to the fires, and he even likes to take the or put the fires out. Now, first night we were making roasted potatoes, and I guess when he was putting them towards his little heated area he had created, he singed his knuckles, but actually burned his knuckles. So we got some lavender, which is great for cuts and burns, and he said that immediately he felt the relief and actually wasn't even noticing it anymore, because what he started to feel was that itchiness of the burn. So lavender helped immediately. It was great to have that around. The next night, so the night of when I finally started using my oils again, I remembered that I usually diffuse oils to help me sleep. So I actually used some Serenity. I rubbed this on the bottoms of my foot. I also put some on my pillow. I also used a little bit of Intune. I just rubbed this one on the top of my toe. It's got some great oils in there. And I tell you, I had the best sleep that night. I actually dreamt that night too, so it was pretty awesome. When I was feeling my tummy upset, it did give me a little bit of a nauseous headache, so I did use my past tense. I just rubbed it on my temples, across my forehead, on the back of the neck, and again, that cooling sensation got that headache away immediately. So those were all the main oils that I used this particular weekend that helped us through different things, whether that be sore feet, digestive discomfort, burns, just overall calming, sleeping. So lots of different reasons for, and again, the bugs. So we used lots of oils. I brought this whole case. This is my giant case that I bring around. It carries 42 oils, but some of my oils are even just hanging around in the spaces that I can't fit them in. So I bring tons of oils with me all the time just because you never know when you're going to need them. So I was super excited that I was able to use these, and they were beneficial throughout this camping trip, and now I get to share this information with you. So remember, wherever you're going, bring your oils. They are totally a part of your lifestyle, and they are helpful in every single situation throughout the day. I think one of the key things is remembering to go for the oil. Even for myself, when I got that stomach upset, I went, oh man, I wish I had Tums, or wish I had some Pepto-Bismol, and then I was like, I have Digestin, and it worked. And again, it's natural, right? So, but even myself, someone who loves the oils, educates people on oils, I still need a reminder to use them. So I understand that is part of the journey, is really bringing them into your lifestyle. So just start to check in when things happen and you want to reach for the medicine cabinet or things along those lines. There may be a possibility that one of your essential oils might be able to help you. And if you get questions along the way, I've got resources that I can set you up with. And of course, you can always give me a shout to question when you're going through something, and I can offer you whichever oil works well. I have a lot of people that do that. I do encourage you to get the resources so that you can be more self-reliant, though I am 100% here to support you in any single way that I can. I thank you so much for taking the time today. If you have any questions about any of the particular oils that I talked about today or how I use them, feel free to let me know. And I thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon, and we'll get back into our today's favorite oil. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!